Hi, Cindy here. Today I want to talk to you about sore, stiff, hurting hands. If you have arthritis like me, or have had carpal tunnel like me, or maybe you've got neuropathy and your hands are aging and just hurting you, this is a video I want you to try to make yourself do 3 times a week for 3 weeks and see if you don't see an improvement. I know I have. It's been quite amazing to get rid of that pain. You're going to need a hand towel, any kind of hand towel, not too big, but any size hand towel. And I am very much promoting this hand putty. More than anything, this has helped me, and I'm going to look into making this available on the site somewhere, so I'll get back to you. If you don't have hand putty, that's why we're using the towel, because I'm going to demonstrate both ways so that you can see what I'm doing with this. The hand putty, to start off, we're going to start off actually massaging our hands. Again, why? You know, blood flow brings the healing nutrients and oxygen and takes away the toxins. And if you think about it, your hands and your feet are the furthest from your heart. So it's the hardest spot to get the circulation to. That's why you hear so much neuropathy in feet and hands. So we're going to massage them gently, especially if they hurt. Be gentle, because you're not trying to rub out the pain right now. You're just trying to create blood flow. Almost like you're just washing them. Then I want you to take your thumb and gently massage the palm of your hand, but especially the base of that thumb, because we have a lot of soreness in that thumb area from time to time. And likewise, do the other one. Massage it out. If there is a painful area, yes, you can press on that a little bit to just get more blood to that area. Because it's important those hands are warmed up. It kind of takes away a little of the stiffness. So let's start, because I'm sure a lot of you don't have hand putty on hand, but we're going to start with your hand towel, and we're going to just gently squeeze that to feel a firm grip. Holding it, say 8 seconds, 10 seconds, and squeeze again. Now, I'm not going to repeat everything 4 or 5 times for time purposes, but you should do this several times. And you're going to do the other hand, but at the same time, I want to show you how the hand putty works. This hand, we're doing the towel, but if you have hand putty, it's a little bit more forgiving. You can press a little deeper into it and work those muscles even more, kind of like kneading bread. So it's a great tool, and I'm going to hold on to it there. After you've gotten some squeezing to strengthen those wrists, you can feel the knuckles if your hands hurt, because mine are having a little bit of a time right now. Then I want you to take that towel lengthwise, and I want you to put it in between 2 fingers and give it a good squeeze, because that is going to strengthen the muscles and tendons in those hands. And again, you're going to hold it. You're going to increase circulation, and you'll feel this. You'll feel the hands working just on a simple squeeze. Now, if I have the hand putty, I'll use that in the other hand. Again, I'm squeezing it and holding it. And squeezing it and holding it. And I'm using a table, but you can have your coffee table while you're watching TV. You can sit at a table. I might even not even use the table for if I'm just working my hand putty and towel. Because again, what I like after a while when you're working with these, you can simply do them during your favorite TV program or the news. Right? As long as you're doing them. Because after you repeat the video, some of them will stay in your mind, I'm sure. So we got the finger strengthening between with the towels. Right? Now, I always like to think multi-directional. We strengthened them in. I want to have you take your 2 fingers and gently separate those. Because again, they need to be flexible to be able to move. Right? Same thing here. You're holding them apart, kind of breaking up the tension in those fingers. And here, let's just do a little fist and open, fist, and open, fist and open, because we're going to take the towel, and I want you to make a claw and set it in the center of that towel, and kind of like isometric push out. If I demonstrate with the clay or putty, you'll see what I'm saying. I'm stretching out like ego talons out, strengthening those knuckles. And you can feel it on the towel, but you can feel it even better on the hand putty. I just had my knuckles all cracked, and that's a good thing because that's opening up the joints and releasing the gases. So there is that. Now another tool is to roll this, and like we separated those, you can pull this putty apart and strengthen them. If you don't have the putty, I want you to go back to this separating one for a few minutes. But I'm going to show you, if you take this between two fingers and pull it apart, again, you're strengthening the muscles around the joints. And the stronger those muscles are, the better they support the knuckles and the joints. All right? So you're either doing this right now and holding it, or if you've gone out and purchased your hand putty, I suggest getting soft to start. Soft has been fine for me. It's worked very well. Whoa, a little fun there. Oh boy, what we go through. But it's worth it not to every second be feeling that pain. I'm going to put that toy away. It's fun, but now we're going to take, and I just want you to make the letter C. But I want you to make a big, well, that's an O. Ha! The letter O. Big O. Looks like a C, right? But I want you to close it to an O. And an O. And I want you to use the pads of your fingers and press down, applying pressure. But not to the point of hurting. Now, I have some folks in my class can't even close the fingers. Their fingers have gotten so bad. And I was there once, so I can tell you, I feel your pain. But if you can't, then just come as close as you can. Because over time, it's hard to believe they will unlock. Open and close again, open and close again, open and close. I want you to close, open, close, like you're shooting water off those fingers or fire just to get blood into them. Because we're going to go back to this. And now, instead of doing a C, we're going to pull that across. And I want you to notice what happens. I'm stretching out the tendon and I'm trying to reach the fatty part below the thumb. Notice how that thumb has to move forward. See it moving forward to meet that? So you're working that thumb joint and you're holding it there, and I can feel that both in the stretching of the tendons and that thumb. So other hand, same thing. I'm coming down, that thumb's coming forward to stretch out that thumb. And you should hold it a few seconds. You got to go all the way over and release it so that thumb is constantly working. And then below. So you should feel that. You're going to open, close again, open, close again. This time we're going to play the piano. We're going to take it and work those hands. We're going to twist a little bit to the sides, might as well for our spine. Stretch them out in front of you because the forearms, the tops of those arms come right down into the carpal tunnels. So play that piano, bring it in. I want you to chop some onions for those wrists. And again, anything that hurts, stop. You'll build up strength as you go on, but if it hurts, stop, okay? We're going to go back to the towel. We're going to open. For those that had a hard time with this, another simple exercise, and if you don't, it's still a good exercise. I want you to just kind of walk down with that towel, with those fingers, right? And then walk it back. Because what you're doing again is stretching out the tendons. So I'm walking down and I'm walking up. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to unlock the joints, trying to get that synovial fluid to it. Other hand. Now, even if it never made sense to me why I had to do the good hand, till one of my therapists said, the reason you have to also do the good hand is it is your good hand. You don't want it to go bad. If you've got one bad hand and it's fading, it's quite possible the other one will go, so you need to do both so the healthy hand remains healthy. That made a lot of sense to me. That's why it's always good to gather information from different people. We're all always learning all the time. So that being said, you should feel that in your fingers. I want you to just take your hands now and open them as wide as you can, and then close them. Open them as wide as you can, and close them. I want you to take your pinky, this is going to be a little tricky, and lift it off the table and hold it. Then I want you to set it back down and pick up your ring finger. Middle finger we all are pretty flexible on. And put it down. Then your pointer, you're just stretching again in the opposite direction. And your thumbs. Good. Shake those up. I hope your hands are starting to tingle a little bit. You feel the circulation. Because I want you to throw a ball at me. Sure, Cindy, you say. This is going to get better. But throw the ball. Throw it. I want you to actually grasp it and throw it and feel energy out. I want you to throw the ball down. We're working the wrist a little bit. We'll do more wrists on another episode, but I want to keep these short so you'll want to keep coming back and doing them. And if they get too long, it's like, oh, I got to spend a half an hour. So I'm going to bring those in, and I'm going to start to massage them again. So now we're going to close this video by going back to the massage. And I do want to make a point. You don't have to do all of these each time, but if there's one that seems to really get the job done, because everybody's built differently, try to do them and skip forward to the ones you like, but try to get 10 to 15 minutes in. If you were going to hand therapy, foot therapy like I've been, you're going to spend an hour 3 times a week, and I'm just asking for 15 minutes. I want you to take this thumb back to massaging the palm, but I want you to go at the base of the knuckle, both on top and on the bottom, in small circular motions. Now some of this, if you can remember, you can do it. You don't even need the video, right? So we're going to go the whole palm of the hand again, sending blood to the joints, the base of the thumb, the knuckles in a circular motion, trying to get rid of any buildup of calcium in there, deposits, waste and toxins. But I'm going to add another element. I'm going to do a little cupping where I take my palm and I go on top and I start squeezing gently. And if I feel any pain, I know right where mine is, right here. But if you study reflexology, there's a saying, rub out the pain. And many times that's very true because, again, massage therapy is all about circulation to that area. So this one, we're going to cup it, and wherever on the wrist, it can be on the top, you're kind of cupping out that pain, kneading it out, and it feels so good, right? One last thing, I want you to take and the knuckle on top, stretch it straight and lengthen it. And then I want you to gently think of manipulating that knuckle back and forth just to unlock it. Again, it might take time. If it hurts, don't do it. Just do it a few times and that's it. You can gently pull on it. Can you crack it? Yes, but not forcefully. Sometimes when I used to pull on these, it would go crack, 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 but I've gotten rid of that. It just doesn't do it anymore because it's loosened up. So I'm going to speed through this a little bit, but you see what I'm doing. You can take a longer amount of time. Make sure you also stretch it in the other direction, right? Stretch them out and lengthen those tendons because you don't want to end up with claws. You want nice long hands and fingers. So again, I'm massaging that knuckle. I'm doing it with a little twist. Kind of like if you were putting on a ring, but ever so gentle. And I would do each one 10 seconds, but now for time's sake, and you're going to get back to me anyways. I want comments of, do you want me to take the full time? Does it make you more disciplined if I do it the full time, that you'll stay and do it? Give them a good squeeze, stretch them out. Now, I hope this has helped you, but for those that want to, I have had some wonderful tools that helped. I'm going to get into that, but I left one thing off. it's always good to finish with some kind of creams, and we are going to get into this on this website. You're going to find a cream that when you rub it into those hands, it might just be olive oil. It might be coconut oil. I'm using Biofreeze today because it's a standard go-to for many people with aches and pains. And the same thing is, we massaged before, you're going to massage it same way. And that would finish it off. I would strongly suggest before I massaged it, if they still feel swollen, because I know mine used to swell terribly across the top, you're going to stick them in some cold water for like 5 to 10 minutes and let it bring down the inflammation. Thank you for watching. I want to let you know that I'm going to be offering a separate video that will get into the tools that I have used to help these hands and still use that have made a big difference. That is going to be on my channel, a separate video. But meantime, in order to continue bringing you more videos, I want to point out at the bottom of this video is a subscribe button. And I never knew, I watched tons of videos. I did not know what the subscribe button was. I thought I was signing my life away. They wanted my firstborn, they wanted my checking account. This is not true. The subscribe button is simply going to take your email address, so whenever I have a new video, I can let you know. And I want you to be aware that I will not be having a new video every day. I'm aiming for one a week. But if that's the video you wanted and you're on my email, you'll know first off what I'm offering that week without me announcing it in class or you waiting for the knee video and then you missed it. So please hit that subscribe button so we can expand this list and all keep working on feeling good. Have a great day.